Hi, I'm Mark Stewart, Chief Engagement Officer for Neural Impact. In this video, we're going to talk about the most emotional part of the prospect's buying journey, which is our close phase. Right? Now, hopefully, at this point, we have earned the right to ask the prospect to make a commitment to move forward with us. Right? And we want to ask for that commitment in a radically different way than we do today. When I speak with most sales professionals, what I hear is that they still email their proposals to prospects almost all of the time. Right? Now, the challenge with that is when a prospect has everything that they need from us, there's no reason to respond to us anymore. Right? They evaluate all of the information and then they make a choice or a decision. Right? So as soon as we hand over that proposal, they stop answering our phone calls. And sometimes the next interaction we have with them is when we find out that they've either decided not to fund the project or, even worse, to move forward with a competitor. Right? So to stop that, what we want to do is present our proposal to them in a PowerPoint format in a very, very deliberate and practical way. Right? So rather than email them to the prospects, which most people do today, we want to set up a 20 to 30 minute telephone call with them where we will, via link, kind of share our proposal. Now that proposal should be presented to the business decision maker as well as the project lead, the two primary people that have been involved in the prospect's selection process so far. Now, what we do is we follow a very deliberate process. We've got an agenda slide that walks through what it is that we're going to cover, right? And then we start out with a PowerPoint slide that speaks specifically to the business challenges and the pains that are driving their interest in a new solution. Why are they looking at Office 365 from a business level, right? Why are they entertaining the cloud at a business level? We then move into our understanding of the operational impacts or challenges that the organization is facing as a byproduct of those business challenges, right? So how is it showing up in a day-to-day way? Right? The next step is to walk them through our understanding of how it impacts them, really at almost an operating metric level. Right? Senior business executives really think about three things. Money, so how can we make them more money or save them money? Risk, move it up or move it down. And thirdly, control. Right? How can I control the business in a more meaningful way? Those are the three emotional drivers behind almost every single IT project on the planet. Right, so here we want to talk about our understanding of the current state as it relates to key challenges that fall out of those broken business processes. Well, then we move into, here's the solution. Here's our recommendation about what we think you should implement. It might be obviously Office 365, might be a component of Power BI, might have a SharePoint piece in there, and some other technology components that is appropriate to solve the business problem we just talked about. After that, we talk about how we're going to implement this thing. And after that, we talk about our understanding of the impact that this investment is going to have on that organization, right? Which is why it's so important to leverage some of the other tools that we talked about, some of the other videos, to make sure we have a solid understanding of how this organization is going to specifically benefit from making this investment. After that, we show them the price or the prices if there's multiple options, right? They may be looking at two different flavors or varieties of the solution set and want to give them some choice around that. And then we move into the next steps. So based on that curve, here's the business challenges, the operational impacts, moves into how it's impacting them at a metric level. Here's the solution, here's the implementation. Then we move into here's the impact to your business from a benefits perspective, and then we move into the price and then the next steps, right? So following this particular model draws the prospects into a discussion with us, as we move through the final phase of their buying experience. Right? Now at the end of this thing, it's quite natural to then transition into a, Mr. Prospect, based on everything that we've just shared with you, would you feel comfortable, moving forward with us and our organization to solve these business problems? Right? The reason we ask for the order isn't necessarily because we expect them to give it to us, it's actually to flesh out the objections, right? So we want to deliver this PowerPoint presentation, one, because we want to be memorable and different from everybody else, but secondly, and maybe more importantly, we want to give them an opportunity to share with us all of the reasons that they don't want to move forward either with the project or with us as a provider. And then we can, of course, use our objection handling skills to try to overcome that. So that's the close phase. Stop emailing proposals to prospects, build out your proposal presentation, which is one of the assets we created for this program, specifically for the industries that you're going to focus on, and then be present and engage with executives just before they're about to make their buying decision.